is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills.
East champion, Buffalo Bills.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field, you just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And a first down. First and 10. At the
I can assure you of one
49-yard
thing.
line.
That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Has it in close. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. There's a toss to White. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
They've got first down from the 31. Mayfield with a blitz coming. Out left, and Otten makes the grab. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a gain of
16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
First down. First and 10.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. From the red zone on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Oh, he's got it in close. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. White finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, Getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Ooh, snaps a little slow, and the kick is blocked. And he's dropped down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown.
You know, even on the best of snaps, the difference between a good kick and a block is really a fraction of a second. Kid, it's why we see those special teams coaches out there with a stopwatch, because they know every millisecond matters, and it just showed up right there.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Ty Johnson now to return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVP. He's finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
First out of the game for James Cook. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it. And they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Putting the tight end in motion. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
It's a gain of 10.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to it. Escapes the defender. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
From the gun, Mayfield. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Baker now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First and 10. It's a gift to White. It's inside the 10. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's good for a first down. First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 12-point game in the first.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Buccaneers 13, Bills nothing. Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Brandon Condrington to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. On first down, Allen. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play just as that tight end did.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Buccaneers 34-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He dodged the tackle. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now they send their back in motion right. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Cook is in for the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a James Cook touchdown. Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills get it back to within 6. Now Prater on to send it away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. The Buccaneers leading so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll start this drive out, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground, here's White. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Again, this is White. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Bills, Brandon Condrington. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Allen. He's running with it. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play action now with Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Allen to throw. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Allen on 3rd down. This is brought in by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another one for Cook. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Catch made right side by Coleman. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Buccaneers 24-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Enough from the pistol to Cook. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Cook again. He's going to lose yardage here. They bring him down at the 4. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Blitz coming here, Allen. That one connects. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 20-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through, and it cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers and Rachaad White ready to take over once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. The give now to White. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Mayfield now from the gun. Now he takes it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And a first down. It's a gain of 10. And
as long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, White. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Bills going nickel, 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Brendan Codrington on the Bills' return. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills with a long field ahead. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Jump off caught by his back. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing here, Allen. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The 13-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh, Allen loses it! And the Buccaneers scoop it up! The 50! He's at the 30! He's at the 10! And he will take it back! Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field. Maybe his whole life. That distance, whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it, and he wanted it.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
20, Bills 10.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Johnson now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bills getting one more drive here before the break. And with field position and the clock against him here, probably not going to see anything of substance. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, looks like. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
First down.
So entering the locker room, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythms, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Scott slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And he's tackled after a big gain, but he's not going to get to keep the yards or the first down that he picked up either. We got a flag down in the neighborhood of holding. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. So they get dinged for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield with a blitz coming. Completed over the middle. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Quickly into the hands of Evans. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now Mayfield. On the screen, this is White. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st down, here's Baker. Catch made left side by Ibuka. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. Finds the in route complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Running on second with White. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Motion man left is Johnson. 3rd and short, Mayfield. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bills set to take over offensively. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This is Cook. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st down, Allen. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And now it's 2nd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
2nd down. Here's Allen again. Catch made right side by Coleman. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now run by Cook. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Allen now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 17-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They get 6 and a first down as well.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Second down now. They need 7. Here's Cook. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Third down here. Need 8 on the play. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
6-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through, and that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Johnson with a return here. Jukes away from one. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a carry by White. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Here's White again. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's good for a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Again, this is White. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. It's White on the give. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Another Buccaneers first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to have a few looks at a touchdown here as he gets it down to the 8. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. Baker now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. And when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This from 28 yards away. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Johnson now on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
44-yard line.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen makes the catch. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shakir in motion right. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Now here he goes. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Here's a give to Cook. He's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Got his man, Shakir has it. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Hand off to Cook here, out of the zone read. And he gets in, touchdown! The Bills now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Tucker now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Buccaneers and Rachaad White ready to take over once again. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. They'll send him over right. Throwing, Baker. Pulled in by his back. White. Makes a man miss. He's off. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10. It's a give to White. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They bring a tight end in motion right. White running again on 2nd. He still has room inside the 30. And he gets this solo away inside the red zone, down at the 19. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Buccaneers, 1st down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. The give now to White. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers go up by 12 in the 4th. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
So up comes Mayfield and his offense. They're going for 2.
The Bucs will set.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the pass is the right call on the 2-point try, but we've got laundry on the field, so let's listen. Nearly a big play by the safety, and I guess you could still say it was, but it benefits the offense as he gets called for roughing the passer. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. They'll have the first down and even more. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw now, Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. To the air again, Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Allen. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bills now within 1 score in the 4th. Josh Allen, the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
So Allen lining the Bills up to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for
He's got it on the bootleg. And the tip-forward pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Johnson with a return here. And And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. Well, that touchdown, Brock, certainly has to make him reevaluate some things now. With this small of a lead and all 3 timeouts remaining on that other sideline, what are you thinking? Work the clock or do you get aggressive for a score?
Honestly, Kate, we think through these game management situations, but as a player, you are just living in the present. Execute every play to the best of your possibilities, and you know offensively, this game right now is in your hands.
Starting on the ground, here's White. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Buccaneers leading by 8. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the pistol, here's White. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here he is to throw. He can run it. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Shakir sent in motion left. Back to throw. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Pass it in close. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Brought in right side. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Connection made to Coleman. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is first and goal. From the red zone now. That's him on the quick hitter. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
To James Cook. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Buffalo.